Hello and welcome back to the Wellsy Weekly Podcast, the show where I talk about anything and everything. My name is John and today I want to try something a little different. As you can tell in the background, there's a bit of new music going on. There's also a new design for the thumbnail and the video screen you're looking at right now, so I thought it might be a good idea to try out a new style of content as well. Because recently I've just looked at the past few videos and it's kind of just me wittering, which is great and all, but I want to structure it just a little bit better. So I'll probably ask a question and then I'll try and talk about my shenanigans, because I have a lot of them. So, let me know what you think about the new style, and without further ado, let's begin. So, first things first, what is the best kind of shopping, right? Because we all have to do shopping, whether it's, food shopping, clothes shopping, furniture shopping. I personally like guitar shopping, until I realise I've got no money for the guitars, and then I cry a little bit. But that's fine, I got to play them a little bit. Some people also like to go antique shopping. I don't know why, but they do. It's a question I'm just curious to know. So, here's what's going to happen. I'm going to give you a few examples, the goods and the bads, and then let me know what you think in the comments down below. Starting off with food shopping, right? It's good, because you get free samples, maybe. It's like potluck, but sometimes you'll get it, which is really good. And food is always better when it's free. 2, it keeps you alive. Now, obviously drinking water as well and having, warmth is also a factor in living. But to be fair, it's mostly food. Let's think about it. So, it's good to do food shopping. And 3, it's like an adventure trying to find the stuff that you need, really, isn't it? You go into the shop and you got your list and it's just like, it's like a little scavenger hunt almost. You're just like, ooh, I need the milk, where's that? Well, it's obviously going to be in the fridge, but you've got to look for it. And you've got to look for the right kind of milk as well. Because if anybody's drinking full fat like the blue one, you're nasty. If you're drinking the red one, I don't want to know you. But the green one, oh yeah, semi-skimmed is where it's at. But there is some downsides to food shopping, alright? For one, it's a lot of effort, especially when you've had a long day and you can't be arsed and you really want to buy a takeaway, but you can't. You can never find the thing you want as well. Like I said before, it's like a scavenger hunt, but there's always that one thing you can't find, isn't there? And for me, it's eggs. And that's because there's not an egg aisle, alright? I don't know if it's in the bread aisle, I don't know if it's in the milk aisle. I just don't know. I can't find it, ever. And then I get a little sad because I can't make omelettes. Oh, and it makes you look like an idiot as well if you don't know where it is. And you've got to ask the people, the people working in the shop. They don't want to know that you can't find something. They're already having a bad day because they've got to work in the shop. So, I never got the eggs. Just putting it out there. Anyway, moving on from that, we've got clothes shopping. Now, clothes shopping's pretty good because it stops nakedness. I don't want to go out into the streets and see a bunch of people naked, right? I'd rather not. And I'm pretty sure they don't want to see me in all my glory and all my skinniness and all my skeleton. They don't want to see that. So clothes shopping's pretty good because it stops nakedness. It's also kind of like a bonding session if you kind of like it. Like girls will go out and they'll be like, it's a whole day, isn't it? They have a whole day to just go out and do shopping for clothes and stuff, and they'll try everything on. And the lads, well, we'll just pick something really quickly and then go to the pub with the rest of the money. It's great. But there's also some downsides to this as well. And the first thing is, you have to actually think and choose sometimes when you go clothes shopping, don't you? Because you've got to be wearing this for the next 6 months maybe. So say if it's like shoes, you've got to pick a good pair of shoes. Otherwise, you're going to be stuck with these shoes. And if they're bad looking, you're not going to want to wear them. So it was a waste of money. It can also be expensive as well, shopping, It's like, you'll find something, you'll pick it up and like, ooh, it's my size, it looks good. And then you look at the price tag and you're like, have a mini heart attack because you're like, I can't afford 50 quid for a pair of jeans. No. I mean, some people can, but I can't because I'm a student. And also, the most annoying thing about clothes shopping is the changing rooms are not very private, or are they? Because basically, if you've got to try on a pair of jeans, there's only a curtain between me and another potential naked dude. Well, I say naked, I've got boxers on and I hope he's got boxers on as well. But there's only a curtain between us and it doesn't cover the whole doorway. Oh, no. So they could just be peeking in. I don't want somebody peeking in and looking at me in my boxers. That's just wrong. I don't want that. So, clothes shopping's not my favourite, but it might be yours. Furniture shopping though. Oh, furniture shopping's really good, right? For starters, you get to go to IKEA. You get to go in a maze and you get to go sit down and try all the furniture. Whether it's a sofa bed, just a bed, a really comfy chair. You know, you can sit on the kitchen cabinets if you really want to. You can hide in cupboards and wardrobes. It's just great fun. Other furniture shops are available as well, but come on, who's going there? You want IKEA. The downside to this is there isn't one actually. It's just IKEA's really good. And furniture shopping's really good. You should definitely go furniture shopping. Also take me if you're going, because I really like IKEA. So, I've given you a few ideas of what the best kind of shopping is. But let me know down in the comments what you think the best kind of shopping is. Now, moving on to my shenanigans. As I said earlier, I've got a lot of stories for a lot of different occasions, right? Some of them are really big and flamboyant, like an ATM eating my card, and machine gun gecko tongues, or being hustled by a granny. And sometimes, it's something as simple as being thrown out by a Toys R Us. Let me explain. So, I was about 15, 16 with a group of my mates. We're all teenagers and we can't really do out because there's no youth club and we're too cool to be in the park and it's the summer. So we're just going gallivanting around town. And we go into Toys R Us because there's not really many other shops. And we're there and I start playing with the hand puppets. Somebody else starts playing with the little, like, I don't know, poem book. And somebody else gets on the big bear shelf. Just pretending to be a big bear, you know, but just messing around, you know, no harm. And then this old guy, this creepy guy, actually, he just comes up to us. He's like, you cannot do that. I'm like, eh? What do you mean we can't do it? It's a toy shop. How do you expect us not to play with the toys in a toy shop? He's like, you gotta get out. So, us being the kind teenagers that we are, we kindly leave. And then we realise as soon as we got out, we've just been kicked out of Toys R Us. Not by a member of staff, but by a creepy old guy. And that's just a bit weird. It makes you beg the question why he was there. I mean, if he's trying to find kids, that's a little creepy. Or maybe he's just doing what we're doing, just having a gallivant. Although, why he told us to not play with the toys, I'll have no idea. Oh, you know what else you can do when you're shopping as well? You can go trolley racing, right? So, what you do is, you get 2 trolleys, you return them afterwards, obviously, and you find a long stretch of path, right? And it's clear. And then, you have somebody in the trolleys, and you have somebody pushing them. Pushing them is great, you know, I got no problem with pushing them. It's whoever's the fastest and the strongest, that's who wins. But the person inside the trolley, oh my god, that's a bit scary. That's a bit too scary for me. Like, I've crashed in one of those. I've gone down a hill in one of those. Oh, it's not fun. Oh, it's just like you've got no control and then you start spinning and then you're going, ah. Be safe with that one if you're going to do that because it's quite scary sometimes. Oh, and if you're going to do it, wear like a helmet or something. For safety reasons. Yay. And finally, just go to a trip to IKEA, to be honest. Because IKEA's great, you know. Because thinking about it, what's not to love about IKEA? First of all, you're welcomed by big yellow letters with a blue background. It's warm, it's welcoming, right? And then you get inside, and you want a kitchen cabinet. So you go in, and you start a maze. A maze! It's amazing, no pun intended. So you go through the maze, you go through all the bathrooms, and then you go through all the living rooms, and then you go through all the bedrooms, and then you finally get to the kitchen. Honestly, it's great. It's like if 100 doll houses had been plonked together and then expanded or grown. That's what IKEA is, right? So you eventually get to the kitchen, and then you get the kitchen cabinet you want, and you write down the number. I don't know how it works, but I'm assuming you just write down the number, and then you get lost in the maze for about 15 minutes. Then realise, oh my god, there's the exit. But when you get to the exit, do you know what it is? It's the canteen, or the restaurant area, which is amazing, right? If you've never been to IKEA, and you've never been to the canteen area, this is what it's like. You can get a full English breakfast for £2. That's right, yeah, you can get Swedish sausage for £2. Oh, it's amazing. And then after you've had the £2 breakfast, which is an absolute bargain, by the way, then you go to the till, and you pay for your cabinet. And then on the way out, there's another little food court and another little food area that you can buy like Swedish meatballs and Swedish hot dogs. And it's just, you leave the feeling really good and great about yourself, you know. IKEA's just the best, isn't it? I might be mental saying that, but I don't care. It's good. And I think that's about it for it today. Thank you for listening. Let me know what your thoughts are on this new style of content. And let me know what your favourite kind of shopping is down below. So until next time, enjoy your cuppa.